I'm a free-born man in the U.S. of A. It's a saying that has a lot of different meanings to different people. I'll be telling two stories. First one's Body of the American. Second's called Fairy Tale of New York. It's both by Irish folk punk band called the Pogues from the late 1970s. First one's about a man named Jim Dwyer in his wake, from the perspective from a young adult at his wake, hearing the stories of this Irish immigrant being very proud of being in the States and kind of hearing his stories, very Irish-esque. And then the second is, again, it's a duet of these couple spending their Christmas holiday in New York, and trying to build their life there. And it's kind of humorous. It's got this Irish little kind of hint to it. I just really like it. Okay, first one, Body of an American, goes. The Cadillac stood by the house, and the Yanks they were within, and the Tinker boys they hissed advice, hot wire her with a pin. Then we turned and shook as we had a look in the room where the dead man lay. So big was Jim Dwyer as he made his last trip to the shores to where his father lay. But 15 minutes later we had our first taste of whiskey. There were uncles giving lectures about ancient Irish history. The men all started telling jokes, and the women they got a bit frisky, and by 5 o'clock in the evening every person there was tipsy. Fare thee well, gone away, but there's nothing left to say, except farewell to New York City boys, to Boston and to PA. He took them out with a well-aimed clout, and would often hear him say, I'm a free-born man of the U.S. of A. You see, Dwyer, he fought the champ in Pittsburgh, and he slashed him to the ground. He took on Tiny Tantalera and only went one round. He never had no time for reds, for a drink or dice or whores, and he only got into a fight when the fight was right, so they sent him to the front lines of the war. Fare thee well, gone away, there's nothing left to say. With the Slathlet Joe and Aaron to go, my love's in a Mary Kay. And calling out the rosary, Spanish words from far away, I'm a free-born man of the U.S. of A. This morning in the harbor, when I said goodbye to you, I remember how I swore that I'd come back to you one day, and as the sunset came to meet me in the hill, I told you I always loved you, I always did, and I always will. Fare thee well, gone away, there's nothing left to say, but to say I do to your eyes so blue as the water in the bay. And to Big Dim Wire, the man of war, why I thank you so I can say I'm a free-born man of the U.S. of A. Now, Fairy Tale of New York. Duet. It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. An old man said to me, I won't see another one. And then he sang a song. The rare old mountain tune. I turned my face away and I dreamed about you. Gosh, I'm a lucky one. Came in 18-1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all of our dreams come true. You see, they've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold, and when the wind goes right through you, I tell you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on that cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. Why, you were handsome, and you were pretty, the queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they howled out for more. Sinatra was singing, and all the drunks they were swinging, as we kissed on the corner and danced throughout the night. And the boys of the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out throughout Christmas Day. Now you're a bum and you're a punk, well you're an old slut on junk, lying there almost dead on a drip in the bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy sacker. Every Christmas, yars, I hope it's our last. As the boys of NYPD choir are still singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out throughout this Christmas Day. Why, I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. We can't make it out alone. I built my dreams around yours. And the boys are still singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out